Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, my dear students? I hope you all are good. Your weekend was good and you all studied well and preparing for your final examination. This is our social studies class and this is lecture number 21, your social studies book. Hope you all have this. Open it. And today we are going to read lesson number 21, which is about the water. All of you know about the water. Water is one of the most important thing for us. And without the water, we cannot live. Water is used in our drinking. We use water for cleaning everything, for washing, for cooking. So water is the one of the most important thing for our lives. Let's start reading. All of you read with me. I will read slowly, and you must read with me. Okay, let's start. Lesson 21, Water. Water is very important for all living things. We cannot live without water. As you know that water is very important for all living things, not only for the human beings. Water is not important only for us, but it also important for the plants as well as for the animals. Plants need water to grow, to make food which we eat, and animals also drink water. So animals need water to survive. So water is very important for all living things. We cannot live without water. Where does water come from? Do you ever think that where does water come from? From where you open the tap on your wash basin and then you get the water. But did you ever think that from where this water come from? Let's read this. The diagram below shows the water cycle. Look, this is water cycle. You know that we have the rain. In rains, we get the water, and then there is a water in the sea. But the sea water is very salty. You cannot drink it. Even you cannot wash your face with the sea water because it's too salty. It is not possible to drink the seawater. So we get the water from the rains, and I will tell you later from where we get the water. Let's read. The water in seas, lakes, and rivers gets heated by the sun and becomes water vapor, which forms clouds. Understand? The moisture in the clouds falls back on earth as rain and snow. Do you understand that from where we get water? We get water from the rains, but from where these rains come, how the water comes in the clouds and then rain falls. Let's see here. Look what they said. The water in the sea and lakes, rivers, from the sun heats, it starts evaporating. Just like I hope have you ever seen that when the water is boiling in your kitchens with your mother, I think you had an experience that when the water starts boiling, then it changes into the steam, just like this. This is evaporation, and this steam has the water vapor, means small drops of water which go up near the sky. The steam, this gas, go up in the sky, and there are clouds. So these clouds hold these steams and water vapors and take the water in the clouds. Then what happened? When they become condensed, then rain falls again. Look, this is called water cycle. Water from the sea and rivers changes into the water vapor, goes up into the clouds, and then what happened? From the clouds again rain falls down, just like this. You can understand by this picture Because of the sun, water changes into the steam with water vapors. It goes up into the cloud. When they become heavy, full of water, then the rain starts falling. This is the process of rain. Even the sea water is salty, but when it changes into the water vapor and goes into the clouds, then this water, the rain water, is always sweet, not salty. The water cycle takes the water and moves it up and down all around the earth, means in the form of rains. It falls down all around. That's why we get the water from the rains. Then the people store this rainwater and then make it usable for human beings. And sometimes when there are mountain near the lakes and rivers, and then water vapors goes up, then snow falls, just like here. You can see in this picture. Look, steams go up, evaporation, then goes, then here snow falls because it's the height of the mountains. There it's very cold. When it falls rain or snow, then it become ice here. Then what happened then? Then again, because of the sun, this ice melt and water comes down just like this. Look, from the mountains, the water comes down in the form of the river. Look, then the people sometimes store the water like this in the form of lakes. And this river goes into the sea. And then again from the sea, water evaporates, and this is water cycle. You can easily understand. Okay. Okay, let's move forward. As I have shown you, clouds, mountains, ice, water comes. Reservoir means the dams. To store the water, the people make the reservoir or the dams to store the water. And then they use this water. If they do not store these water, then all water gone wasted by going with the look like this river goes into the sea and the sea is salty, so all this water becomes salty again. So that's why the river water or the rain water is stored to use for our crops in different fields, for giving to plants, animal drinks, and for our drinking purpose. That's why people make dams, and dams are very important for any country. There should be more dams to store the water. Okay? Okay, let's continue reading. Rain and snow are two sources of fresh water on the earth. Rain and snow, two sources of fresh water on the earth. Some of the rainwater soaks into the ground. Just like suppose if there is the rain, it soaks into the ground. And sometimes some runs into streams and rivers like this. Rivers flow into the sea. As you can see in the picture, it flows into the sea. So it becomes salty again. Then it again evaporates, becomes the clouds, and clouds rain falls. And again we get the usable water. So the main source of fresh water, rain and snow. Okay, and this is called dam to store the water. I will show you the next picture. Let's read first. Reservoirs and dams are built to store river water, as I told you, to store and use the water later. This water is taken by canals and through pipes to where it is needed. It is used in homes and factories, for farming, and for other purposes. Once they store the water in the dams, then look, by this they can give the waters through canals where it is needed. You can see here, this is the dam. These are the gates of the dam. When the water is needed, they open the gates of the dams and water comes out, and through These are called canals or streams or different pipes to the fields and crops for plants, for farming, like this. From these dams, these canals take water to the different places where the water is needed. And somewhere in, like in our houses, we have these water tanks. Where you are living in the buildings, at the top of your building, at the top roof, there are these type of tanks. And the water tank, the biggest tank, is underground, where the water stores. Then from the machines, this water go up. Then from there, it comes into the houses in your taps to use for your washing, for washing face, when you brush your teeth, you use, when you use toilets, when you take bath. So you use these stored water. Understand, children? From the different pipes, water comes here, underground water tank. Then there is a machine, you can say motors, which brings the water into our houses. Sometimes there are more water tanks at the roof of the houses, and from the roofs, water comes down in the different parts, in kitchens, in washrooms, in washing areas. Understand? That's how water used. Okay, the page number 59. This is how water reaches the taps in your house. As I told you, as I showed you in the previous picture, look, here is the water pump. This is the water tank at the roof of the house. Underground tank, from the pipes, water comes here, stored here. Then whenever they need, there is the water pump. It pumps the water, it goes here and store here. And then when you need the water, when you open the tap, then from the different pipes, it comes like this. In the different part of the houses, there are pipes. You cannot see, these pipes are inside the walls. From the roof to the different parts of the, in the toilets, in the washrooms, in kitchens, pipes comes from these water tank. Okay, children? This is how water reaches the taps in your houses. This is the tap. This is called tap, and you turn it left or right, it opens and water comes out. This water is coming out from the top water tank. And in the top water tank, water comes from the underground tank. And in the underground tank, water comes from outside, somewhere from the dams, through the pipes. Okay, good. I hope you all understood this process of water in the taps. Now, some things to remember. There is the same amount of water on the earth today as there was when the earth was first formed. Just think, when the earth was first formed, there the population of the earth is very small. There were not so many people, but nowadays population is increasing day by day. People become more and more every day, but the water is same as of that time. So what should we do? Never waste water. Understand? Remember this thing always, never waste water. When you turn on a tap, don't forget to turn it off again. Suppose you are doing brush. You are brushing your teeth. Then once you open the tap, clean your brush, take a toothpaste on it, and then you start brushing. So when you are brushing your teeth for 1 minute or 30 seconds, so at that time, do not let the tap open. Turn it off. And when you complete brushing your teeth, then again open the tap and take water in your mouth. So that's how you can save the water. That's how you never waste the water. So always remember, to turn off the tap when you finish washing or cleaning or taking water if you want in a cup or in some bucket. You have to turn the tap off. Okay, children? So it's your responsibility to save the water. Good. I know you all children are very good, understandable, and you will understood that you should not waste the water. Okay. And what's another important thing? Do not throw any rubbish into wells. Do you know what is well? Sometimes for taking water, because as told you in the first page that sometimes the rainwater soaked into the ground. So water is in the ground. So we dig the holes in the ground, and then when we find the water there, then we make our wells there. The hole in the ground for taking water called wells. So we do not throw any rubbish into wells or tanks or in rivers or the sea. Do not throw the litter, the rubbish, your garbages, your tissue papers, plastic bags, or potato chips wrappers. You should not throw these into the wells, tanks, rivers, or the sea. You will make the water dirty. If you do so, then you will make the water dirty, and dirty water will harm people and the creatures and plants that live in the water. You know, the creature in the water like fishes, and there are also plants in the sea and river. So if you throw a rubbish into the water and water becomes dirty, and it is dangerous for the people because we use that same water after cleaning it, but it is dangerous for the creatures living in the sea, living in the water, and also the plants. You can get skin diseases if the water is dirty, then you can get skin diseases, and plants and animals in the water can die. Look how it is dangerous that plants and animals in the water can die because of this dirty water. Keep drinking water clean and covered. Drinking dirty water can make you very ill. Understand, your drinking water must be clean and covered by something. Do not let the water open and leave it for hours and you drink again. No, because there are germs in the air. Sometimes the flies and mosquitoes, maybe they fall into this water, and if you drink this dirty water, then it can make you very ill. Understand, children? Always drink the clean water. Okay, that's it. Our lesson is done. Then we have the question answers. Name two sources of fresh water. Let's see. Two sources of fresh water. What are these? Rain and snow are two sources of fresh water. Where does a city get its water from? A city gets its water from reservoirs and dams. Question number 3. Why is it important to have clean drinking water? It is important because dirty water can make us very ill. Understand why it is important? It is important because dirty water can make us very ill. How do we get clean water for our daily use? We can get clean water by boiling and filtering the water. Understand how you can get by boiling the water and filtering. Through the filtration process, you can get the clean water. These are the 4 question answers. You have to write these in your notebook and also learn them. Okay? Okay, let's move to the work page. Page number 60. Label this picture. Remember to show the arrows water system in a house. This picture was on page number 59. So you have to label it. I will show you. From here, you see all the things are written here. So first you have to learn that this is overhead water tank, this is pipe, and this is tap. These are the pipes for getting water up. Oh, this is water pump, and this is underground tank. So see from page number 59 and write on page number 60 your work page. Tap, pipe, overhead tank, again pipe, pump, underground tank, and make the arrows. Water comes from here, this arrow, then here, then go up, here, 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 and down to the tap. Understand? It's your homework. Write these names here from seeing page 59 and write on page number 60. Now next exercise we have make a list of the ways in which you use water. Let's see, we use water for, first of all, we use water for drinking, for taking bathing, for cooking food, washing clothes, watering plants, and there are many more ways where we use water. So I left one for you that you think and write whatever you want, whatever you think that where you use the water. These are the 5 ways. One I left for you that it's your job to find out. Understand, children? It's a very simple lesson about the water, the uses of water, and from where we get the water. It's very interesting. I really enjoyed reading this lesson. I hope you all also enjoyed this lesson, and it's your duty to complete your work now. Complete the work page, write the question answer, and the most important of all is the learning, memorization of question answers, and again read the lesson. Okay children, that's all for today. Take care of yourself.